Before we start this cosmic journey, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any astrological discoveries, spiritual tips and secrets to turn your potential into reality. We are building an incredible community here, and your support is essential for us to continue bringing more content full of meaning, wisdom, and magic. Oh, and share this video with someone special who needs to hear it today. The universe works in sync, and you're a part of it. I'll see you in the next video, and remember, you're not here by chance. The wealth you seek is also seeking you. Have you ever noticed how some Pisceans seem to defy the passage of time? There is an aura of freshness, a sparkle in the eyes that does not fade, a youth that seems to come from another dimension. It is not just physical appearance, but a subtle energy that permeates the essence of this sign. Have you ever wondered what the secret behind this vitality that seems untouched by the pressures of life? Today, we're going to unravel 5 cosmic reasons why Pisces possesses this rejuvenating magic. 5 keys that open the doors to an inner source of joviality that many have been looking for all their lives. And the last of these reasons is the most powerful of all. The supreme gift that ensures that the Piscean soul remains eternally young. Before we go any further, I want to invite you to activate this energy within yourself. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and repeat with me, or rather, comment down here, the mantra that resonates with the Piscean light. I am light, I am love, I am eternally young. By writing these words, you connect with the vibration emanating from this aquatic and mystical sign. The nature of Pisces is, in itself, an enigma that escapes linear comprehension. It is the sign of the water that overflows, of the sensibility that absorbs the world, of the intuition that ignores logic. There is a certain difficulty in staying anchored in practical reality, and intense sensitivity can lead to moments of recollection, or even a temptation to take refuge in internal worlds to escape the harshness of everyday life. But it is precisely in this calculated disconnect with the mundane, and in this connection with the invisible, that lies the first piece of our cosmic puzzle. This link allows Pisces to float above the marks of time. The first secret is linked to the deep influence of Neptune, the planet that rules Pisces. Neptune is the master of dreams, illusion, limitless creativity, and the ability to transform. Under his tutelage, Pisceans learn to navigate the currents of existence with surprising malleability. This ability to adapt, this refusal to rigidly fixate on a form or state, is the very essence of youth. Stagnation grows old, fluidity rejuvenates. This Neptunian energy manifests itself in the lives of Pisceans in very visible ways. They can change interests, looks, professional or personal paths with an ease that scares away other signs. There is no strong attachment to repetition or to what has already passed. The focus is always on the next dream, the next ethereal landscape to be explored. It is this constant mutation, this lightness in letting go of what no longer serves, that prevents the weight of time from accumulating. Think about how the water in a river is always new, always moving. Such is the soul under the rulership of Neptune. It is essential, however, that in this constant dance with the ethereal, Pisceans learn to erect soft but firm barriers. The ability to blend and adapt can sometimes lead to a loss of oneself in the energies of others or in one's own daydreams. Setting healthy boundaries does not diminish Neptunian fluidity. On the contrary, it directs him to paths that nourish and protect this inner youth from being completely diluted. It's a delicate balance between floating and keeping one's own center. Connecting directly with the influence of Neptune, we find the second secret of the Piscean youth, the unlimited power of imagination and empathy. Pisces lives with one foot in the visible world and the other in the realms of fantasy, dreams, and emotions that inhabit the invisible. This deep connection with the non-material keeps the mind always active, always creating, always exploring new possibilities. Dreaming is not just a passive activity for Pisces. It is an engine that feeds the soul and keeps it vibrant and young. A dreaming mind never gets old. In addition to the fertile imagination, the ability of Pisces to feel with the other, to genuinely put themselves in the place of others, is a gift that keeps them intrinsically linked to the human essence in a pure way. Empathy opens the heart, smooths the edges of the ego, and allows for a connection to the world that is fresh and devoid of cynicism. This sensitivity, often seen as a weakness, is actually a force that preserves the lightness of the soul and keeps it in a state of compassion that defies the rigidity of time. Being able to feel deeply keeps life colorful and full of meaning. To nurture this inner source of imagination and empathy, simple practices can be powerful. Dedicating time to reading, exercising creative writing, or simply silencing the mind in meditation are ways to keep the door open to these inner realms. And while empathy is a gift, it's vital to remember self-care. Protecting yourself from emotional exhaustion by learning to differentiate your own emotions from those of others ensures that this sensitivity remains a source of light, not a burden. Continuing our discovery of the Piscean gifts, we come to the third point that explains his singular youth. There is an ethereal quality to Pisces' eyes, a peculiar light, a humidity that reflects the aquatic world of his regency, and a depth that seems to contain secrets from other times. These eyes often carry a veil of dream, a reflection of the innocence that, surprisingly, remains intact even in the face of the harshness of life. This preservation of the ability to marvel at the simple, to find magic in the everyday, is a powerful, rejuvenating elixir. The hope and vibrant emotion that Pisces manages to keep alive are what prevent the soul from hardening and consequently aging. A soul that pulsates feelings remains in constant renewal. It is true that this same innocence can present a vulnerable side. The world doesn't always deal kindly with open hearts. For Pisces, learning to protect this luminous essence without completely closing it is a continuous learning. It is not a matter of losing purity, but of discerning where and how to direct this energy. It is essential to find ways to protect the heart without erecting impenetrable walls. To nurture this inner flame and reconnect with the source from which this resilient innocence flows, how about rescuing activities that brought you genuine joy in childhood? Painting without rules, dancing without judgment, playing with the spontaneity of a child. These are doors to rekindle that spark and keep alive the young soul that dwells in you. Cultivating the inner child is a powerful act of self-compassion and rejuvenation. We have now come to a pivotal point, an invitation to consciously activate this youthful energy within you. If you are a Pisces or simply resonate with this vibration, this moment is yours. Repeat it from me, out loud if you can, or feel the vibration of these words in your inner silence. This is the sacred decree that tunes your energy to the perennial fountain of youth. I, Pisces, stay young because my inner magic and my divine sensitivity renew my light every day. This decree is not just a beautiful phrase, it is a vibrational portal. By uttering it, you align your intention with the purest essence of your energy. It is a sacred commitment to the light that resides within your being. To facilitate this connection and keep the vibration active, you can visualize these words written in golden light. Remember, the youth we celebrate here is that of the soul, which reflects in the body. If the exact words don't resonate at some point, personalize them. For example, I reconnect with my inner youth when I allow myself to feel fully, or my sensitivity is the key to my constant renewal. The important thing is the intention behind the decree. Our next secret reveals Pisces' intuitive approach to the physical body. For this sign, the body is a sacred vessel, a temple that houses the soul and moves driven by love and connection with something greater. Caring for the physical does not come from aesthetic pressure or a frantic search for perfection, but rather from a subtle understanding that nourishing the body is nourishing the spirit. Pisces' relationship with water is particularly significant in this context. Bathing, swimming, being near bodies of water, these experiences are more than moments of hygiene or leisure. They are rituals of rebalancing and purification that rejuvenate the body and mind. Water acts as an element that cleanses dense energies and restores Piscean vitality. There is also a remarkable physical intuition. Pisces often know what their body needs before symptoms even manifest, an innate ability to listen to signals coming from within. Taking care of the body like a temple can be light and pleasurable. Try rituals that connect you with this energy of water and intuition. A warm bath with relaxing herbs, aromatherapy to calm the mind, gentle massages that release tensions. We know that maintaining routines can be a challenge for the fluid nature of Pisces. The tip is not to stick to rigid rules, but to create healthy habits intuitively, following the flow of your energy. Listen to your body. It will guide you in the care it needs. In the continuity of body care, Pisces understands that this temple responds to pleasure and connection, not to rigid demands or external pressure. True vitality for a Pisces emerges from movement that is guided by emotion, by the internal rhythm that pulsates with life. Dancing, moving fluidly, finding a rhythm that resonates with the soul. These are essential, rejuvenating practices. The natural lightness and softness that characterize the energy of Pisces find its purest expression in the movement that is free and intuitive, detached from the need to be right or perfect. It's not about fitting into fitness standards, but about celebrating the body as a vehicle for expression. Decorating the body, scenting it with affection, choosing garments that reflect the state of mind. All this is part of the Piscean art of inhabiting the physical with soul, infusing beauty and intention into simple gestures. It is a care that goes beyond the surface, connecting the interior with the exterior in a harmonious way. For Pisces, exploring different forms of movement that invite free expression is a powerful path. Experiencing the calmness of Tai Chi, the fluidity of yoga, or simply letting the body move freely to the sound of inspiring music can release stagnant energies and renew the feeling of vitality. It is important to remember that real beauty radiates from within. Embracing one's own unique form and moving with authenticity rather than pursuing imposed ideals is critical for this practice to be truly rejuvenating and aligned with the Piscean essence. The body stays young when it moves with joy. Word count, 329. Complementing this relationship with the body is Pisces' innate gift for healing. There is a powerful therapeutic energy that emanates from this sign, manifested through the hands, the calm voice, the hug that comforts. Pisces' ability to tune into the pain of others and offer relief, whether through a gentle touch, a word of comfort, or just compassionate presence, is remarkable. But the secret here is that by channeling this energy to heal others, Pisces also revitalizes itself. It is a flow of giving that, in its purity, returns as light and renewal for those who give. Love for Pisces is, at its core, a transformative force that manifests itself in this mutual care. It is an energy that embraces, merges, and when offered, feeds its own inner source. The transmission of warmth, softness, and tenderness is not just an external gesture. It is an emanation of the being that keeps the Piscean soul vibrant and full of life. This gift of nurturing and alleviating the suffering of others is one of the great secrets to keeping one's energy in a state of constant renewal. This therapeutic energy finds outlet not only in healing professions, but also in the arts. Many Pisceans possess a natural talent for music, painting, writing, or other forms of creative expression, which become conduits for processing emotions and imparting beauty and healing to the world. However, it is essential that Pisces learns to manage this gift. Donating energy without limits can lead to burnout. Setting breaks, recharging one's sources, and practicing self-care are crucial steps to ensure that this therapeutic energy remains a source of strength, not exhaustion. Mutual healing rejuvenates the soul that practices it. Following the flow of energy, we come to one of the most rejuvenating habits of Pisces, the ability to forgive, let go, and purify the heart. Unlike signs that can hold grudges for a long time, Pisces has a remarkable ability to release hurts and not cling to problems that should have already passed. Accumulating grudges or becoming entangled in endless conflicts drains vital energy and ages the soul. For Pisces, forgiveness is a powerful act of self-care and rejuvenation. This ability to let go is intrinsically linked to the aquatic nature of the sign. Just as the water of a river needs to flow, taking with it what no longer serves to stay clear, the Piscean soul needs to release the weight of the past to remain light and renewed. It is not about forgetting experiences, but about processing them, extracting the learning, and consciously releasing the emotional charge that accompanies them. This inner cleansing frees up space for new experiences and keeps energy circulating freely. For those who find difficulty in this process, techniques such as the repetition of Ho'oponopono, therapeutic writing to externalize feelings, or guided meditation focused on liberation can be useful tools. The path of forgiveness is not always easy, especially when the pain has been deep. It is a process that requires patience and self-compassion. However, by practicing the art of cleansing the heart and allowing the waters of the soul to flow freely, Pisces accesses a powerful source of inner renewal, keeping the soul's youth intact, ready for life's next experience. Continuing this journey of renewal, we find in the 10th secret a wisdom intrinsic to Pisces, the vital need to safeguard inner peace. This sensitive sign instinctively understands that excessive noise, constant conflict, and dense energies from the external environment can be profoundly exhausting. Therefore, there is a natural tendency to seek refuge, to move away from chaos, and to carefully select what allows you to enter your sacred space. Protecting this serenity is not isolation, but an essential form of self-preservation that guarantees the maintenance of vitality and youthfulness. The art lies in discerning what nourishes and what drains energy. For Pisces, keeping genuine love around, people who inspire lightness, and moments that bring joy and meaning is key. These connections and experiences work like a balm, creating an environment where the soul can breathe freely and replenish itself. It is like building a personal sanctuary, an internal and external space where the pressures of time and the harshness of the world do not seem to have the same power of penetration. In this refuge, the energy is constantly renewed. Developing effective strategies to set healthy boundaries becomes crucial. This may mean learning to say no gently, decreasing exposure to environments or people that emanate negativity, or simply devoting time to regenerating solitude. Creating a personal sanctuary at home, perhaps a quiet corner with objects that inspire peace, soothing scents and calming colors, can be a simple but powerful practice to sustain that inner peace and maintain the light energy that rejuvenates the Piscean being. In the wake of this quest for serenity, we discover another pillar of Piscean youth, the unwavering ability to love without restraint and the persistent hope that acts as a shield against the aging of the soul. Pisces has a nature intrinsically connected to a greater faith, to a trust that despite challenges, life has a flow that sustains. This surrender to the universe, this willingness to float with the tides of existence instead of fighting them, allows the energy to renew itself instead of wearing itself out in endurance. Hope is not naivety, but the conviction that something beautiful can always be reborn. Loving without barriers, with a generosity that often ignores the fear of vulnerability, is an act of courage that keeps the heart open and receptive. It is a state of being that prevents the soul from closing itself off from the world, making it permeable to the beauty and wonder that life offers. This openness, this constant renewal of hope, is a natural antidote to the cynicism and rigidity that often accompany the advancing age of the soul. Overcoming the fear of being vulnerable is an important step in this journey. Understanding that surrender does not mean passivity, but an active trust in the process of life, can release a huge weight. When Pisces allows themselves to float with life, embracing uncertainty and trusting that they will be guided, surprising and positive experiences can manifest. This dance with the unknown, driven by hope and surrender, keeps the vital energy in a state of constant movement and renewal, confirming that the soul that waits with love remains young. We now come to the fifth and most powerful secret, the jewel in the crown that gives Pisces that perennial aura of youth. It is the unlimited capacity to love, a love that does not impose conditions, that does not calculate, that simply is and overflows. Pisces' unconditional love is a rare gift, a force that embraces the other in their entirety, merging into a connection that transcends the ordinary and has the power to transform. This love that asks for nothing in return, which manifests itself in genuine giving, is the most potent source of rejuvenation for the soul that emanates it. When Pisces loves unconditionally, he not only illuminates the lives of others, but turns on an intense light within himself. This pure, selfless energy of bestowal circulates back to the giver, nurturing its own essence and keeping it vibrant, fresh, and full of life. It is a virtuous cycle of energy that prevents the soul from contracting or hardening. The supreme manifestation of this gift begins with love for oneself. Practicing self-compassion, treating yourself with the same kindness, affection, and understanding that you offer to others is essential for this source of unconditional love to continue to flow. By loving fully, Pisces radiates this energy to the world, and it is this radiance of pure love that is reflected in a beauty and youth that seems to defy time. You, Pisces, or the one who connects with this vibration, possess this power. Embrace your capacity to love without limits. Start loving yourself unconditionally and allow this powerful force to renew your light, your energy, and your beauty every day. His eternal youth resides in the immensity of his loving heart.